All right. Hi, this is Manny Baines, organizer and host of the World Healing Summit. And I want to introduce to you another amazing speaker. We're doing spotlight on all of these speakers. But one in particular that I want to bring to you is someone who is so amazing because she actually is going to show you how to move better. I want you to think about this right now. Nod to yourself if you have, trouble, issues moving. You want to be able to move better, but you can't. You feel tight, you feel stiff, and you want to be able to move the way that you were when you were younger. This person that I'm about to bring on is the queen of mobility, okay? She has something that is truly going to shock, amaze you, put you in awe, because she has actually done the research on how to actually make the body move in the correct way. And I'm going to bring her on in a second, but she is so knowledgeable in the area of kind of mobility and stretching, and she's going to give you some amazing knowledge at the summit. Let me introduce none other than Kim Narker. Kim, thank you so much. I'm so excited for you to be speaking at the summit. I can't wait for the audience to hear your amazing knowledge.
Well, I am honored to be able to attend, to spread the knowledge, and Manny, you bringing out the cure, you doing this health summit, man, so many people, it's a right time for people to learn how to be healthy and how to heal and to understand how to do it holistically. And you are the man in bringing this to the world. I appreciate it.
Thank you. You're amazing. And it's a collaboration. I did this to just bring the top minds in holistic health. Really and truly, we have the world's top holistic health practitioners that you're not going to find anywhere else. They're bringing in alternative, right? Now, I said before in another interview, why is this alternative space gaining so much traction? Because people are not having results in the current system. They've been to their doctor, they've been to they've been to these conventional methods, but why do they still have chronic pain? Why are they still suffering with fatigue? Why are they still not getting the results that they want? These practitioners are going to give you the answers on May 22nd, so to 24th. I want you to show up. Why I love what Kim's doing is because it's totally different to anyone else, and she has discovered a proven method. Now, if you've seen the cure, you've seen Kim, but she's going to give you some amazing more wisdom at the summit. Kim, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself and what you're going to bring at the summit?
Absolutely. So I guess my name is Kim Narker, and I am the founder of the Stretch Mobility Coach and the founder of the Stretch Method. And I know that seems like, it's just another stretching thing, but I am here to tell you that 20 international researchers last year from all over the world researched and came together and said stretching was not giving you what it has been taunted to give you. That's recovery, prevention, that is to gain flexibility. That's why people are feeling like, wait a second, I did the stretches, it felt good, but then it went away, and then I have to stretch more, and I have to stretch more, and I have to stretch more. So I dug into the research. I found out what was going on. I worked in the world of physical therapy for about 25 years and saw people getting worse instead of getting better. Now, I don't want anyone to take that wrong. Physical therapy worked. The system was not as deep to getting to the root cause and did not have a way to take a person who had tightness or soreness, identify it, and then reverse it before a problem, because physical therapy was built on, if you have pain, then you can come see us. Well, by the time you have pain, a host of problems are going on. So now you're chasing symptoms. So we have identified a way to find it when your body is going into decline. And believe it or not, this is starting in your 20s and 30s.
Wow.
But you can prevent it. You can prevent this arthritis. You can try to never have a hip replacement if you do the right things. But currently our system is set up in a way that you do stretching and you do other things. And when you do that, you're going to end up in pain. And then you end up in that cycle, and it is a bottomless pit. So it isn't that all of these things don't work. It just means that you waited way long. So we need to come upstream, find out what's going on, test it, identify it, and then give you the control back so that you can make the changes you need to make.
Amazing. And what about for the people that maybe have their, a little bit more pain, they're a little bit more far gone? Are you still able to help those people kind of reverse and change it for people that maybe are a little bit farther along?
Oh, I love that you asked that, because yes. So even if you have arthritis, even if you have degeneration, these are small changes and little things that you can put into your life. And it's not about going and doing this big strength workout or this big fitness workout, or you have to work out for an hour, guys. You have to address your movement system. It has to be healthy, and there is a way to do that, and it doesn't take that much to do that.
This is the future, because think about us, think about how our movements change over the years. First of all, when you mentioned the cell phone, we're all like this. So our necks are like forward, we have pressure, we're sitting down all the time, so our hips, our low back's tight. So we need to find ways to remobilize ourselves. And what I found is that you can't do that at the gym. These are specific ways and methods where you're strengthening certain muscles, little muscles in your body, but what's it doing? It's helping you, the skeleton, like sit up straight and be more, right? Fix your posture and stuff, which is priceless, because as you get older, like Kim said, you get, these regenerative issues and things like that. But I love that you can help people along at all methods. I always get kind of spooked out when, we go to the grocery store or something, and I'm seeing people and, they got the waddle, and it's usually, I'm seeing it in men, like 50 to 60, and they're walking like this. And I'm like, I go to my girlfriend, I'm like, please, I don't want to be like that, because no, but this can all be prevented, and that's what Kim's showing with her amazing stretch. And it's so wonderful. Kim, how long have you been doing this now? And how did you get into this?
It's interesting you say that. My sister-in-law, years ago, I knew I wanted to go into healthcare. I didn't want to go into anything bloody. Is that weird? But my sister-in-law said, hey, there's a physical therapy assisting program, and I think it's right up your alley. And I looked at the curriculum, and the moment I opened that pamphlet about that, I ate, slept, and drank physical therapy. And so I was in that field for 25 years, and I went into business and opened my own physical therapy private practice. It was it was stretch physical therapy and total wellness. And during that time, I started listening to the consumer. And then I started seeing a consumer coming back. And I had already seen it happen on the fitness side. I had seen it happen on the physical therapy side. I saw actual surgeries go up. And guys, right now, surgeries is slated to increase 174% in the next 4 years.
Wow, that much.
In the next 4 years. And the last 12.4 years of our lifespan is spent immobile and in chronic problems. So who won't, like you, meaning you're looking at that going, I don't want to waddle. I'm looking at this going, I don't want you to lay on that table and say, when you're 45, how did I get here to get a hip replacement at 45? How did I get here?
Right, so it's start now, make the changes now so you don't have to go there. Because I know so many people, they get hip knee replacements, and you can tell, man, there's a lot of scar tissue, there's a lot of side effects of that. But imagine not having to go there and being able to, get your mobility back while you still have, some intact. So that's what Kim's going to show you. She brings a plethora of knowledge, and it's all about prevention. But I feel like mobility is key, right? It's a big three. You've got, you strength training, you've got maybe cardiovascular, but if your mobility and your balance and stuff isn't there, it's a key part now, especially as you get older. I think this is going to be such an amazing, growing industry, because as people lose their mobility with our lifestyle choices, they're going to really need something that brings it back. So I absolutely love it. And it's all about, the fascia, right? We get stuck, don't we, Kim? Do we get stiff? So Kim's going to show you how to reopen it and move like you're in your 20s again, which is absolutely great. And who are some of the patients you have? What are some of the success that you've seen in using your method in your clients?
Wow, so much. So I've had people that have been through multiple surgeries and said, I'm not going to do another surgery. We have one lady right now, she's in her early 60s, 12 surgeries. She followed all the things. She did everything the PT said. She said the PT always told me I was weird, that my body was weird. And she had low back rods put in, cervical rods put in. She had total knee replacement. She says, my disc blew up. I am a case that is just, she says, I'm a case that can't be fixed. So she came to me because she couldn't walk a block, not one block with her dog. And she said, the surgeon says he's done all the surgeries that he can do. There is nothing else he can do. And she goes, I wrote your name down. I'm willing to try what you've got going on. Literally in her second visit, she walks her dog. She's up to walking 6 miles a day now.
Wow.
6 miles a day. This lady is phenomenal. But she has to keep on it because it's a journey, right? Healing is a journey, just like the summit says. So is making these changes. She doesn't have some of the components that you and I have because she's had so many surgeries. So we have to balance things with that. One of the others is she was hypermobile, meaning her joints were really flexible. And then she started getting stiff and she started getting a spondy, they call it, a spondylolisthesis in her back. She's in her 60s as well. And then she came in because of back pain and just not able to move good. And she'd already been through she'd already been through healthcare and she wanted to change things. She knew she didn't want to be that person that got a hip replacement. She didn't want back surgery. This is what's so amazing, addressing these things in its little bitty things. She's been with me for about 1.5 years and she's done everything I've asked her to do. This lady has maybe 3 joints that lock down right now. The rest of her body moves 100% freely. And she is doing, the last thing she wants to be able to do is do pickleball. And she hasn't tried it yet, more out of fear than anything, but everything else she's done. And then younger people, I have a 23-year-old, started running, started getting a little bit of pain. Came in, meaning she couldn't even lift her foot. But she didn't know she couldn't lift her foot.
Wow.
And she was tripping and falling. And she goes, I had no idea I couldn't lift my foot.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
So people are amazed when I put them through the testing and they have no idea that they can't move because, do you know why? They think the indicator for being healthy in their movement is I don't have pain, so I'm healthy.
Right. I don't have pain. Okay. But that doesn't mean that you have your full range of motion or that you're maximizing it. You're
correct. And so that's what makes me different is we're looking at, okay, let's say you have pain. Let's not go there. Right. And let's see what to do so that you don't have pain.
Yeah, I think it's very interesting, right? Like you made a good point in the film. Like people just think, oh, as I age, oh, it's normal to have back pain. Oh, it's normal to have tightness and stiffness. And you said it's totally a myth, right?
Yep.
Totally a myth. Amazing. Yeah. People do. Like, I went to my physiotherapist. It was like, okay, he just gave me stretches. But it's like, okay, well, what can we do that's deeper, right? Because everybody just thinks, oh, I'm stiff. Yeah, I'll stretch it out. Like I used to have that belief, oh, I'll just stretch it out. But you actually need more than that, right, Kim?
Do because you go in and you stretch the tissue that you're stretching is a symptom.
Got it.
Guess what your body does when you stop stretching?
Goes back to where it was.
Tightens it back up because of a protection measure. Yeah, your body is protecting you from moving a joint. So I'm going to be talking about what causes all of this in the actual summit on Saturday. I'm going to be talking about what is the initial trigger so that you can know what to do and what you need to do.
Well, I'm so excited to hear you speak. The audience is in for a real treat. And ladies and gentlemen, Kim is also going to be speaking on the Friday, and she's actually going to be demonstrating her method. So you'll get her lecture and her whole talk on Saturday, but she's actually going to be demonstrating it on Friday with you so you can have results right there and then. So show up at the summit. It's going to be amazing, and Kim's going to lead you through some amazing, her practical knowledge so you can get the results. I'm just so excited to have you on, Kim. You come with great energy. You come with so much wisdom and knowledge. And what I really love is that, you're helping people. Like you're on the ground, you're seeing this firsthand, people that have been through a system and then have not had the results, gone to physiotherapy, not had the results, have been told to go do all these surgeries, being cut open and stuff. And I think it's for the people that maybe feel like they don't have any hope, for you to come and give them, their life back is just truly remarkable. It's so commendable. I'm grateful to have you at the summit. And I want every single person to tune into your particular talk because it's so special. You're going to show them the keys to get their mobility back. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this right now, chances are that you probably have some sort of pain, tightness, or stiffness. Imagine if you could address that and you had the right strategies, the right knowledge, the right path to do so, how would you feel, right? And so Kim is going to show you this at the summit. So I encourage you to join May 22nd to the 24th, www.worldholistic.healingsummit.com to hear Kim and other world practitioners from all over the world who are going to show you their knowledge on how you can live healthier, live longer, live better, live holistically, naturally, so you can have a full and better life for your family. Kim, any last words before we wrap up today? Thank you so much for joining. Any last words before we finish today?
No, I think that it is a privilege to be able to have a summit like this, and you've got some speakers. You're going to bring pen, paper, sit in front of this, listen to everyone, make sure you take down notes, contact them. You have got 12 people that already know the secrets. And that's the recipe for living a long, healthy life, and that's the secret to success on those days.
There you go. Bringing a community of like-minded people to give you these tools and strategies on how you can live healthier. And these practitioners, the amount of wisdom that they've all compiled, I mean, it's absolutely wonderful. They're going to bring it to you in one 3-day summit, and you're just going to get, nugget after nugget after nugget, and be introduced to these practitioners. And if you want, there's ways for you to connect with them. We're going to have Q&As with them. So take advantage of this. It's completely free to join. www.worldholistic.healingsummit.com. I'll see you on May 22nd to 24th, but I'm especially looking forward to Kim speaking because she brings a plethora of knowledge. Kim, I'll see you at the summit, and I'm so excited to have you. I'll see you there.
See you at the summit. Thanks, Manning.